Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Thanks for picking me. Oh my goodness.
Are you ready, baby?
Yeah, I'm about to get away from these children. It's my son's birthday today, so I'm about to go hide for a second. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you ready? Okay, get steady and put the camera on your face, boo. Right there. There you go.
Oh my
What's your name, honey?
My name's Mia.
Oh, yeah, get the phone steady, baby girl.
Okay, that's good for now.
Okay. Wait, we can't see you, though. I got to move the
Can't see me?
comments. Well, can you bring it down a little bit? Okay.
I'm trying to find
All right,
something
that's
to look
better.
at
Yep.
Sorry. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
I think I work with this. What's your name, honey?
My name's Nia.
Mia. Where you calling me
Nia.
from?
It's N.
Nia, where are you calling me from?
So I'm in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Minneapolis. How old are you?
I'm 30. I just made 30.
30? What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Leo.
A Leo.
My birthday is on the 13th.
A Leo. Do you have any kids?
I do. So I have 4 kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old are your kids?
I have a 13-year-old, a 7-year-old, a now 3-year-old, and a 9-month-old.
Are they all by the same man?
No, they're not. Sorry, one second. No, they're not. They all have different dads.
Bring the phone down, baby, so Nia, so I can see your. There you go. That's better. How many men?
So all my kids have different dads.
So why are you not with the 9-month-old dad?
Well, so we're not together because when we first started dating, like things were cool and things were going well. Like we planned out a life together. We planned to be together. And he started losing people like left and right. Like he just had death after death after death. And he did not handle it well whatsoever. He started doing drugs and stuff. But I really don't want to go into his story. But I got away.
Why are you not with the 3-year-old dad?
He was actually the result of a sexual assault.
Oh no, sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Have you ever been married?
I have never been married. I've been engaged twice.
So the 13 and the 7-year-old dad, what were their situations?
My 13-year-old dad, we were high school sweethearts. Sorry, I'm hot. We were high school sweethearts. And so I ended up getting pregnant at like 16. And so yeah. So I've been a mom since 16 and pretty much we didn't work out. There was just issues that happened between us. We were both so young. We fought a lot. It was just crazy. So it came down to a point. We fought so much, it came down to a point where my family was like, okay, it's either like you stop talking to him or yeah.
Okay. So Nia, what do you do for a living, sweetie?
So I'm an IT worker. So I do technical support.
This is Nia, Minneapolis, 30, Leo, mom to 4, and works in IT. What kind of man you looking for, baby girl?
So right now, I think I am not looking more so for a relationship. I do want a relationship, but I know my situation that I have, the have are like the things that I have going on is not the ideal situation. So I want someone, and if I could describe my ideal guy, he would be like 6'3", chocolate, pretty teeth. um he would be in the same field as me, so IT. He would be a creative like me.
Nia, Nia,
Kendra,
Nia,
what's wrong?
Nia. Does this guy also make a certain amount of money?
So around, I say above 60,000, because that's what I can pull in by myself. So that
So
much.
just being honest, I want to ask you about your life.
Uh-huh.
Has a 6'3" chocolate man that makes 60K ever tried to date you?
Yes.
Then what
Yes.
happened? Then what happened?
um he was more so trying to control me. He was more so like
Maybe you
he wanted to
gotta look in the camera, baby. You gotta look in the camera.
he wanted to take advantage. Like he wanted to sleep with me. And
And he didn't want to. Oh, okay, okay. So he wasn't
that's
a
all.
man that. Good.
But he courted me very well. He took me out to dinner. He always took me on dates, took me shopping before the dates. He always hit my hand, made sure I was okay. Like, it was good.
So
It was,
were y'all ever in an exclusive relationship?
uh, no, not
Do
really.
you think he had other women as he was dating you?
Of course.
So,
Of course.
so
I
is
feel
the
like
goal
he's
to,
courting multiple women.
of course, okay, of course. Okay, listen, I love this. I love that we're deep diving into the guy you described. And I love that you experienced it because that sounds about right. So are you saying you want the guy you described to be a faithful man and to you and only you?
Oh, yeah, I would love that. Monogamy is my thing. I'm a lover. I
Okay.
am definitely a lover. Um, but I know, like I said, being realistic, it's slim pickings out here. But if I do, yeah, I would love that.
Is
I wouldn't want him to date anyone else.
is 6'3" a non-negotiable?
I'm 5'7", so I'm kind of like 6'2", 6'1" at heels. I can't, and I like to dress up. I know I look a mess right now. It's my kid's birthday,
I
and I'm
can tell.
outside.
Listen, I can tell you have a pretty canvas. Like you're not an ugly girl, right? I mean, you have a pretty face, and obviously, if you did hair, makeup, like I am sitting here, I can tell you're an attractive girl.
I'm actually a
Um,
makeup artist and hairstylist.
Say again, baby girl, you gotta
I'm
keep your
actually,
camera in the face, honey.
I said I'm actually also a hairstylist and a makeup artist.
All
So
I'm saying is this: I don't want you to miss out on a man because of physical attributes. You
yeah,
know, if there's a man that is willing to join in life with you, you know, accept your four kids and their four fathers, and is willing to really start a family, don't let him not being 6'3" be a reason he doesn't get a chance with you.
yeah, of course, yeah. And then I'm also very much a people person, so I'm very much like I care about the energy or the personality that people bring with themselves. It's not more so about appearance because that's really a bare minimum. There's a lot of fresh fly bums out here. It's a lot of good men that look actually great out here and be terrible at life. So, yeah. No.
Okay. Nia, do you want any more kids?
Uh, oh, at this rate, not right now. But if I ever got married and I was with someone who wanted to settle down, then yeah, I would consider having more kids. I've always wanted a
So
big
now,
family.
so now the requirement for you to have the fifth child by the
Yeah,
fifth guy would be marriage.
that's always been the goal.
It
I
wasn't
mean,
the requirement though.
it would, yeah, that's true. I can say that. But it always was the goal. Um,
So now it's the
now
requirement for baby
it's,
number 5.
yeah, now it's a requirement. I have, first of all, I'm on birth control. That's too much information. I'm on birth control for the next 12 years. It was either that or sew it up. It's like, yeah, it's definitely mandatory. If you're not going to come in and hit all the marks, like, I'm not having no kids by these nuts. No,
Let me
I'm
ask
not
you a
doing
question.
that.
I understand that actually. I guess
Yeah,
my question is, what made you after baby number 4 realize marriage would be more important to
because
have a child?
my first two relationships, I had them when I was so young. Like, I was so young when I had them. I did not know what love was. I never gave myself a chance to have the full experience. So now that I have my first two kids are 5 years apart. Well, my first three kids are all 5 years apart. So, I mean, I tried. I gave relationships a try. I I've learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about like how my traumas and my things that I've been through affects me, and it makes me like I know better now,
Okay.
pretty much.
One
Yeah.
last question, and then we'll move on when it comes to the kids.
Hmm.
Because you do have a 9-month-old and a 3-year-old, a 7 and 13. What would you say to a guy that might be cautious that, you do have 4 kids, but you have 2 under 5?
Yes. So as far as like I'm by myself, Kendra. They don't help out with anything. So I do everything by myself. So I mean, I don't think there's no worry or concern like when it comes to other men per se. But yeah, I do
So
pretty
you don't co-parent with your children's dads at all?
not at all. Not at all, Kendra.
Okay. Okay.
Not at
So
all.
they wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, it wouldn't be an issue. I mean, unless somebody decides to pop up and say, "Hey, I want my kid," but at this point, I'm not holding anybody's kid hostage. If you guys are watching, come get your kids. I'm so serious. But no, I'm not.
Do you have them on child support?
Um, so one of them pays child support, but the state actually had to adjudicate him as the dad because he ran from child support for so long that they just said, okay, you're the dad, so pay this child support. Everyone else is on the run. Yeah, literally on the run from child support. Like I get no type of assistance, help, or anything from these men. I go to school. I go to school full time and I work full time. And my only requirement of these men is like, hey, can you watch your kid while I go to school or while I'm able to continue to do the things that I need to do to make sure the kid's okay, because obviously they're not doing it, right? That's a problem. Small things like that is always a problem. So I just rather do it alone than take on all that extra stress of having to beg someone. I just rather figure it out on my own. And yeah, I will say that makes me a lot different from other females per se, because a lot of this stuff I've been by myself since 16, so I've had to learn pretty much the streets, the system, everything down to a T in order for me to survive. And I can say I do really well for myself and my children.
Okay. 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 I appreciate that, honey. All right, Nia, you don't have to answer. Well, no, you do have to answer. Well, I'm skipping all over. We got to the Kendra Kim.
Okay, let me show you. Oh, let's see, how can we do this? I'm about to have my best friend help me. Sorry. Can you hold this for me? Sorry, guys. I look a mess. Can you hold that up?
All right. All right. We see you. Okay. We see. I think I hear the baby in the background. Okay. Okay.
What?
Okay. Nia, when was your last relationship, honey?
My last what?
Your last relationship. Bring the camera down so I can see your full face.
Sorry. So my last relationship, oh, I'll say that's interesting. Because do I count my 9-month-old as a relationship?
I mean, you tell
Really?
me.
Yeah. If I had to be honest with myself, I would say my last relationship was with my 7-year-old's daughter.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
I
And
mean,
Nia,
my
you don't have to answer.
7-year-old dad, not daughter. Sorry.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask, when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Dang. Kendra, it's been a couple weeks.
Who's the guy
I will say that.
you was with a couple weeks ago?
So I met this guy. He's he's amazing. I would say he's amazing.
Does he fit your
But
attributes? Is he 6'3"?
no.
Okay.
Where he's actually like probably an inch shorter than me.
So what's the situation with him? Are you guys dating?
We're not dating right now.
Why
We're
did you
just
have
friends.
sex with him then?
Because honestly, I wanted to.
Okay. Is that what you desire? I mean, listen, we're grown. Do you want a relationship or you want to just at times link up with somebody? If that's what it is, that's what it is. But is that what it is?
Pretty much, yeah, because I have 4 kids. I'm always busy. I'm trying to grow myself. So I trying to take on a full relationship, I would love to. If someone could come in and take on half my problems, I would love it. But being realistically, I'm trying to get myself together. So I'm not really like in a rush for love, but I'm always open to it.
Okay. So with the guy a couple weeks ago, was he an option?
Ooh, he's definitely an option. He's so sweet, Kendra.
So what's the scenario? Why are you here?
I'm here because um I don't know. I'm just keeping my options open because I'm scared. That's another reason I'm scared. I'm just being
The
honest. I'm
guy
afraid.
you slept with, are you guys, are y'all, so have y'all talked about what your desires are? Is it only
Yeah,
ever going to be fun times?
yeah.
Like, is he,
I told him straight up I wanted to be with him.
what do you,
I said you gotta meet your girlfriend.
how long have
That's
y'all been
not
dealing with each other?
um not that long. Probably like a month and a half now.
And what did he say when you said you want to be his girlfriend?
He told me that that's not what he's doing right now. He told me I actually needed an older man. He told me I needed a man who had already been married. He told me I needed a man who had already been married and raised some kids. So I don't know if he was trying to say I needed a sugar daddy or what, but
So rule number one, if a guy is trying to hook you up with somebody else, that's his sign of letting you know he's not going
yeah,
to be
he don't
serious
want
with you.
anything. And
Huh?
that's fine too. I said he don't want anything and that's fine too. I'll still be his friend because but yeah, Kendra, I don't know what to do with these dudes out here. I'm just out here. I don't have a lot of options, and I'm not desperate out here, but I
You might have to enter what I like to call single season.
yes,
And single season is when you move aside from dating, you do a self-reflection, and you put all your energy into you. And you start aligning yourself to becoming the type of woman that can attract the type of guy you desire. Um, and you know, my spirit the whole time is talking to you is going so many different directions. But there is a part of me that honestly does feel like you're just lost
yeah,
and you're just trying to find love in some direction. And I do believe that the word ignorant gets such a bad rap, right? But I'm ignorant in a lot of ways to a lot of different things.
yeah,
And I think you might be ignorant when it comes to dating, love, and men. And I think you gotta take a pause. Well, depending on what you desire, this is what I was asking you. If you want to be a girl who just has sex with men from time to time and you're never really settling down, then continue on your path. But if you really want something that you can build with and a different type of guy, you might have to take a pause and really self-reflect and really just say, you know what? I got a 9-month-old, I got a 3-year-old. Let me just take a year off from dating in general, be the best mom I could be, and put all that energy into myself in ways that I can perfect myself.
yeah. That's true.
Because if not, here's the deal, Nia. You're gonna keep attracting the same guy that you've been attracting with your children's dads. And the last guy you had sex with, I'm not even gonna judge him because he kept it 1,000 with you. He told you he doesn't
Yeah,
want anything serious. He even told you should go find another option. So, you know, you got to hear a man. A man's going to tell you and he going to show you what he's on. And I know a lot of times you want to say men ain't shit. And
yeah,
and that could be true. But if he's telling you he ain't shit, then you got to ask yourself, why do you keep dealing with a man who's telling you he ain't shit?
right.
And you
Very true.
got to also stop sleeping with men who don't want nothing serious with you. Because what happens is, see, a lot of times these men might have good sex. And this is why you can't find a good quality guy, because if you had awesome sex with a toxic guy, you put that high on your list. But the toxic, awesome sex may never settle down and build a family with you.
Yes.
So another guy might come around, and the sex might be satisfying. I'm not telling you to have bad sex. But usually toxic men have the best sex. So it's
Yeah.
hard for you to appreciate a man whose sex may not be as great as, because think about it, he got to have good sex. If you willing to have sex with him after he told you all that, he told you want to be your man, he told you to be with somebody else, you told him you want to be his girlfriend, and you still slept with him. So I'm assuming the sex
Well,
has
I
to be great.
slept with him before all that, Kendra. So it was kind of in deep already.
Well, do you plan on sleeping with him again?
Maybe.
See,
Maybe.
okay, so my point is still valid. He done
Yeah.
told you everything, and you're
Yeah.
still willing to go back to him sexually.
Because he's
So
honest.
this,
Like,
and
how
I
can
was, go ahead.
I'm like, how can I? He's honest. Like, how can I be mad at that and or feel a type of way or withdraw myself? Because honestly, it's like I'm not checking for nobody, or I don't have anybody that I'm like seeking relationships with
I
right now.
understand, but listen, single season to me, I stand by them. They have been life changing for the periods in my life.
Yeah.
But I just feel like if you don't, Nia, figure it out, you'll go on this track of attracting this type of guy for the rest of your life. And I don't know if that's your desire.
I don't know what they talk about, Kendra, but I have a dad.
I mean, I can't see
I
the
definitely
comments. I'm
have a
trying to talk to you
father.
right
My
now.
father, I'm sorry, I'll ignore the comments because
We're
I've had
almost done. We're almost done. That's
I
what I
got
have to share.
daddy issues. Like, first of all, my daddy is a very great man, and my dad is upset, but
I
I
was
love
gonna say, well, what has your dad said about your dating history?
my dad wants better for me. Of course, like any dad. He wants better for me. He wants me to get my life on the right track. He wants me to leave Minneapolis. He doesn't want me here. He don't like it's just he he says a lot. And honestly, I'm listening and I'm
Here's
making
what
the
I
right
will always say: a person loves you the way you love yourself.
yes.
Always, everybody can take that and run with it. A person will treat you and love you the way you love yourself. So whenever someone is not treating you with love and disrespecting you, that
Yeah.
means you are doing that to yourself. And as soon as you stop disrespecting yourself and you start loving yourself, naturally those people want to be able to rise to the occasion because now the energy is different. So this guy, I actually appreciate the guy that slept with you last because he kept it 1,000 with you. I don't know about the dating advice, and maybe that could be a good guy for you. I don't know, who knows? But I appreciate him telling you the truth of what it is. Here's the deal. I don't know why it happens this way. I don't know why it happens this way, but it does happen this way. And early on in our conversation, I really felt like I just feel like you need to get an example of someone pouring into you with wanting nothing from you but to see you soar and to see you win and to see you excel. Now, this is not because I'm awarding your behavior because I'm not a big fan of your behavior. That's not what
Yeah.
this is about.
Yeah.
This is about just showing you that someone can genuinely believe in you and give you something and want the best for you. So do you have a Cash App?
Yeah, I do. Sorry.
Oh, stop crying, girl. What's your Cash App?
It's Pay Sammy, Paysa.
Wait, spell it slow for me.
Yep,
Wait,
Paysammie.
wait, do it again.
Paysammie,
P-A-Y.
and it pops up, sweetie.
Wait, P-A, say it again. P-A-Y.
Paul Apple
No,
Yellow.
no, just spell it slow.
Okay, I'm
And look
sorry.
at, bring the camera down because I can't see you,
Okay,
honey. So
so it's
P-A-Y.
Paysammie.
I-E.
Mm-hmm.
And it comes up, sweetie.
Yes, it does.
Okay. And sweetie's the name, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So listen, this is gonna go towards you and your babies. This is $500, okay?
Thank you.
And I want you to spend it towards you and your babies. And I want you to start making better decisions for your life. For your life. Okay? It's time for you to start making wiser decisions for your life. It's time for you to look in the mirror and really love yourself. You made some decisions. Now it's time for you to start going into a different direction. For those watching, this is not awarding behavior. That's not what life is about. This is about God saying, listen, we could be judgmental all day, every day. Ain't none of us perfect. And grace goes a long way. So I just want to show you what love is when someone's trying to pour into you with a genuine heart. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I'm sorry.
It's okay, girl. It's okay. So listen, we're gonna keep going. For the guy that is serious about meeting the new Nia, who she's gonna transform into, how can he reach out to you?
You can write me on Facebook. I also have an Instagram. My Instagram is Neolanda with 2 A's, but I think I would have to spell it, but it's Nealondaa. And then, yeah, Facebook and Instagram are my main two platforms, so I can be reached there.
Okay. All right, Nia. Well, listen, I'm rooting for you.
Thank you so much,
All
Kendra.
right. I think I might want you to take a year off from dating to pour into you. That might mean celibacy too. Not giving up the vagina for people who don't want to be in relationships, and then really seeing who could be a part of your life and your kids' life.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Nia.
Thank
Bye, baby girl.
Bye.
Here's the deal. Let me tell you something. I always get when I feel it. I felt it early on in our conversation. And I never question when I feel it. I never question when I feel it. I will always sit here, and I say this all the time. I really feel like God has given me this platform for reasons beyond my understanding at times. And I feel like in the case of Nia, this is why I said it wasn't about her track record, right? Because I'm not the biggest fan of her track record, but that's not what life is about. Like, do you honestly think if we sat down and God looked at anybody's track record, mine's included, and then said, I'm not going to bless you because you did A, B, C, D? None of us, we all fall short in some way or another. Let's be clear, myself included. I'm sitting here by the grace of God. The wisdom I share is wisdom from experience. It's lessons that I went through that I give to you guys. You know, I'm 44 years old, so I've been through things that I can look back on and speak upon. And it's by the grace of God. It's literally by the grace of God that I sit here. So I'll never forget that. So that's why I did that, for y'all judge and say, oh, she ain't deserve it. Don't worry about what somebody deserves. See, that's the problem right there. Y'all always trying to figure out what somebody deserves. Let me tell you something. No, nobody deserved anything if God was to put our resume up on the line, child. Ain't none of us really worthy if we're going to keep it 1,000. But grace, that's going to be the new word. You know, Kendra G means a lot of things. And I think the G I really want to represent right now, other than gratitude, God, is grace. And grace just goes a long way. Grace goes to the times when you can't, you know, they say when you can help someone and you don't expect anything in return, that's what's really important. That's what's really important.